Hey guys, it's the New York Millennial back.
Yeah, hey guys, our predictions weren't exactly
We,
correct.
yeah, we
We
were
were
off.
we were I would say way off for Ohio. That was we
Yeah,
thought he was gonna win possibly.
yeah.
North Carolina honestly wasn't that bad. I mean, we said he'll lose by 10% or a little bit
He lost.
more.
Yeah, he lost by 14, so we were close-ish.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Missouri, I don't actually
He,
know. Did we say that like he was gonna
he
win
said he was gonna
or
win by
lose?
a little bit in Missouri and a little bit in Illinois.
Yeah, Illinois like I don't know. It was
He
really
lost.
close at least for both of those.
He lost by a little bit.
Yeah, which I mean is okay. The only thing we were extremely wrong in is Ohio. Florida, we knew this was going to happen.
Yeah,
Like this is okay for him. And I mean
yeah,
at the end of the day, I think we just kind of got a little ahead of ourselves and just kind of
yeah,
like went and believed the hype too much.
yeah. Because last week we underestimated, and so we didn't want to underestimate this time. So I think we kind of overestimated a little bit too much. So I think that was the big thing. Although again, really the big thing that we were super wrong with was Ohio. And I think considering it was an open primary, maybe a lot of independents and Republicans voted for Kasich, because that's his own state, which I didn't really account for. So maybe that had something to do with it.
Yeah, I
But
mean that probably did.
yeah, so
Okay, that's our predictions out of the way. So you want to move on to the Republicans now? I mean, like that's pretty
yeah,
much settled. Okay,
yeah,
so looking at the Republicans, Trump did really, really well. He won 4 out of the 5. Kasich only won in his, as you said, home state. So I mean, like, yeah, that's cool, good job, Kasich. But I mean, like, he should win there probably
yeah.
if they like him whatsoever. So that's
I
good.
mean, if you don't win your home state, you're out. And speaking of being out,
Yeah,
Rubio dropped.
you
Yeah,
predicted that kinda. There's
I
no air
did,
for
I
him, you
did.
said.
Because I said that Rubio there wasn't really any political oxygen because you had the wild card, which is Trump, you have the conservative who's Cruz, and the moderate who's Kasich, and Rubio is kind of just in the middle. So he dropped out. And actually, one of the reasons why Kasich won is they said all the Rubio people said for their supporters to vote Kasich. So that's Kasich's win in Ohio is kind of Kasich plus Rubio voters.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think now Kasich has finally he's the last establishment standing, so it's going to be interesting to see if the establishment backs him because hopefully he's now has enough room to actually maybe win more up northeastern states.
Hmm.
We'll see.
I think like it's really cool. Like maybe he'll have a slight chance. I feel like it's a little too late for him to try to do this. I mean, just like looking at the delegates here. I mean, I don't
Took
know for
6 weeks
sure.
to
Yeah.
actually narrow down to him.
Yeah. So I mean, like I feel like this things are happening too late, and Trump still has pretty good chance. At the same time, though, like Cruz isn't that far off, and they keep talking about having like a brokered convention or whatever, and
Yeah.
like trying to get him out.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll have to see.
I mean, Trump's winning at like 40%, which I mean, 40 that's like a slightly low estimate. It's more like 40, 45 depending on which state it is. But if you can get like Kasich up there, like Cruz, like like what if it's Cruz at 25, like 35, Kasich 25, Trump 45? That's not correct math. 40. Yeah, Trump 40. It'd be 100. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh and that'd be they could have a brokered convention potentially. And then like if Kasich's popular enough and not hated because I don't really think anyone hates Kasich.
Yeah, I don't. I just think it's kind of like what the last guy O'Malley or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
they didn't hate him; they just didn't have
Yeah.
any support.
But it'd be interesting to see, like, okay, they get to the broker convention, and it's like, oh, well, no one hates Kasich. Why don't we pick him? And I feel like that would
Mhm.
be like the smartest choice for Republicans because I feel like Kasich versus Hillary, Kasich could actually win.
I mean, possibly.
Yeah,
I haven't heard too much about Kasich to be honest, since there have been so many people and it's just narrowed down to him. Maybe like we'll actually start seeing some more from him.
he
And like,
comes off as a moderate, and he comes off as like positive, which the whole like I think that would be like refreshing, especially for like a lot of independents. And like Clinton's always talking about, oh, Republicans are my enemy, and like Kasich's like, let's work together, guys, and make America, like improve America, and that's like kind of what he's saying. And I feel like that resonates with a lot of people.
yeah,
It's definitely not the angry side that Trump's part of, but it's still kind of that idea. It's a calmer version. That being said, I think it's still going to be Trump,
yeah.
and I think Clinton's probably going to win it unless Sanders sweeps the Northeast like Clinton swept the South. But
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the whole thing with Bernie is he's probably gonna win like almost all of the rest of the states and all, but like at this
it's
point in
by
the
how
race,
much?
yeah, he needs to win by a lot more than he's gonna. I mean, I'm not counting him out. Like we should never count him out because you never really know. Like he
Yeah,
might beat the polls in these states,
yeah.
but I don't know. He'd have to beat them every single time, which is possible. It's just not very likely.
I would like to point out that Sanders and Clinton's margin is smaller than Trump and Cruz's, and everyone says Cruz can beat Trump. So there's always that. And also, we'll have to see like next week on Tuesday, like how much Sanders wins those states by, assuming he wins them. Like if it's a blow, like if they can make it like her unviable, that's gonna like raise some eyebrows.
Yeah, no, definitely, and it's kind of sad that you bring that up. How in the news, like they always try to count Bernie out. Like every chance they can, they're just like, yeah, Bernie, there's no chance now. He's like nothing. But yeah, like Cruz, they always keep, maybe he can hang on. Like they don't act like Cruz is out yet. Like they always say Bernie's out, and I mean, like he
Yeah.
never should be counted out,
Yeah.
considering like how much of a movement he has behind him.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, I guess
All
we'll see.
right. Yeah. All right, guys. That's it for this episode of the New York Millennial. See
See you
ya.
next time.